Why are moral theories hard to apply? Psychological biases. Have you ever wondered why applying moral theories can feel so complicated? It turns out, our brains play a big role in how we make decisions about right and wrong. Let's break this down together. Moral theories provide frameworks for understanding ethics, but they are not always easy to apply. One reason is that human decision-making is heavily influenced by psychological biases. These biases can distort our judgment and lead us away from the principles that moral theories suggest. At the core, cognitive biases are patterns where our thinking deviates from what is rational. These biases often arise from mental shortcuts, known as heuristics, which help us make quick decisions. While these shortcuts can be helpful, they can also lead to errors in our moral reasoning. For example, confirmation bias causes us to favor information that aligns with our existing beliefs. This makes it difficult to evaluate moral arguments that challenge our views. In the realm of ethics and politics, this bias can be particularly significant because moral decisions often involve high stakes for both individuals and society. Several key biases complicate the application of moral theories. Status quo bias leads us to prefer the current state of affairs, resisting moral changes even when theories suggest we should reform. Loss aversion makes us weigh potential losses more heavily than gains, leading to risk-averse choices that may avoid necessary ethical actions. Omission bias causes us to judge harmful actions as worse than harmful inactions, complicating decisions where inaction has moral consequences. Optimistic bias can skew our assessments of moral risks, as we may overestimate positive outcomes while underestimating potential dangers. Conformity bias also plays a role. It shows how group norms and political ideologies can influence our moral judgments, sometimes overriding impartial ethical reasoning. Moral decision-making often shifts between two modes: an intuitive, emotion-driven mode and a deliberate, reflective mode. Under pressure or emotional stress, we tend to relying on intuitive judgments that align with rules-based ethics. In calmer situations, we might lean towards outcome-based reasoning. This variability means that the same person may apply moral theories differently depending on the context. In political environments, these biases are amplified. Political beliefs and group identities shape our moral intuitions and priorities. As a result, individuals may interpret moral theories through their ideological commitments, leading to selective application based on partisan interests. To apply moral theories effectively in political contexts, we need to be aware of these psychological biases. Strategies could include promoting reflective decision-making and encouraging exposure to diverse perspectives to counteract confirmation bias. In practical terms, understanding these biases can help us navigate the complexities of applying moral theories in our everyday lives and within the political sphere. By recognizing how our minds work, we can strive for a more consistent application of ethics in our decisions.